interruption there. So the economy, the United States economy, it benefits those who literally makes all their money and gives away all their money as well. So what we do is you can literally choose the nonprofit of your choice, which is why you want to be set up and ready so that when you generate these income streams, you give it away to the nonprofit of your choice. And then from there, you can distribute this however you like. You could be, there are officers in this nonprofit, there are family members in this nonprofit, there's community people that you need to outsource work to, all of these various streams. One stream I didn't cover the income stream for is a consulting firm. One of the number one things that the consulting firm does is it gets people access to OPM, other people's money, right? And so the majority of things that people want, business owners want, is access to capital. Capital is money. And so when you are the person who already has your database, like we talked about, you're serving 30 clients who has family members, etc., you can now offer these people access to more money for their situation. Typically, a consulting firm charges between 10% and 30% of whatever amount of money that they get a person access to. So in your case, let's just say you charge the lower amount. You're beginning, you charge 10% to get access to capital. Well, let me erase this right here. No, this is my point right here, point of reference. If you were to get an average person access to about $25,000, all right? $25,000, and I can pretty much say, how many people in this room want access to capital? Of course, everybody, right?
Yeah.
So if you had 30 clients and you asked that question, do you need access to more capital? With a good basic understanding, they will probably nod their head yes, right? So the average person is getting their hands on about $25,000 for the sake of this scenario. Then at 10%, you're going to make $2,500 times 30. That gives you how much, ladies and gentlemen? $75,000 from just providing this one service.
Wow.
To your income stream. So now we got $82,000 that we were just at from these other ones, plus $75,000. I'm going to add this math right here, 7, 15. So that puts you at $157,000 from these 5 streams of income with these small numbers of servicing 30 clients. All right? So now the thing about this is this income stream, it costs you typically about $120,000 to be able to buy these income streams and get set up properly. All right? To get the training that you need. And then lastly, when you have your nonprofit entity set up and you've donated to that nonprofit, the number one thing at ground zero of your wealth pyramid, I know you've been following this video, so you can follow me along. This wealth pyramid, the foundation of any wealth pyramid is what?
Real estate.
Real estate, all right? So now, you have all of this knowledge. You have all of these streams of income. Now, what should you start building?
Real estate portfolio.
Exactly, your real estate portfolio as your foundation. Like we said in the beginning, you've made your money from other streams of income. This is a quote from Oprah. She said, I made my money in broadcasting, but I hold on to my wealth in real estate. Yeah. So understanding that this is the formula, being the Thomas Edison of financial intelligence, we no longer have to figure out how to turn on the financial light bulb. We've made it to where the financial light bulb is turned on so that you don't have to do all that losing. I've lost a lot, lost hundreds of properties, lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in investments, probably millions, right? But I kept going so that I could figure out how to turn the light switch on. So now you invest the money into your nonprofit, right? Or gift it into your nonprofit, and then they take this money and they acquire real estate. So now you put that money into real estate, and the tax strategies, loopholes, and advantages for real estate is a game changer. So now you can make as much income as you want to and legitimately keep it.
But Bryan, in my area, I mean, $157,000, it's just like one house. Okay. I want to get more houses though.
So my thing is, don't just be a one area minded person. But with that said, this base information here in this realestatecollege.com course, you're going to learn acquisition strategies that allows you to not have to spend $157,000 for a house. You literally can take a couple $1,000s and acquire apartments, acquire suburban houses, etc. I've personally been a person who's acquired a $350,000 asset for $2,600.
Oh my God.
And we teach that as well. So these are various acquisition strategies. That's why learning the real estate as you build this, that's why we've added that as part of this system. Because you want to know how to create your own economy. And you can't create an economy without real estate knowledge.
So when you say create my own economy, what exactly does that mean?
Okay, so for instance, great question. I'm going to erase this. Is this okay? Everybody got this? All right, so we got those 5 streams. Go to reicollege.com. All right, if you want a snapshot of your situation, us to take a look at it. And you may already have money, or a couple $100,000 to be able to buy your income. You just need some guidance. You just need to know what to do. Go to reicollege.com. So, creating your own economy. There's a such thing as you don't have to participate in the Wall Street that the U.S. economy provides. You can create your own Wall Street. And what that means is when I have these, I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other thing is, it doesn't have to stop at 5. We have multiple streams of income. We have a nutritionist who's making 6 figures. We have people who went from just owning tax companies to having a tax accounting company. We have people who are owning daycare services. So just like around the clock service, right? You can have income streams that cover your around the clock service. The thing is, like Warren Buffett says, make money while you sleep. And the only way to be able to do that is to have multiple streams of income from various asset classes that's generating money to you no matter where you are or what you're doing. So what we said is, the first one is we create our economy and our income from streams that are going to happen even if I'm not around to make them happen. So the number one thing is I like to have my whole year covered financially before I step into a new year. So we've identified the streams of income. Number 1 is taxes. Number 2, people was taking that money outside of my economy that I would get them. I would get them an $8,000 refund, and they would take that and go give that to Nissan auto dealership or Mercedes auto dealership as a down payment, etc. So creating your own economy, great question, is not allowing, when you create money from any stream, if you don't have your own economy or service that you're offering to that database, they're going to take the money that you created from your idea and spend it somewhere else. Creating your own economy says, all right, money comes in here and then it goes here.
Gotcha.
This is you, right? And then it goes here and then it goes here. They need to get their car maintenance. You need to be the maintenance company that you've outsourced it to from your consulting firm.
So I got a...
That's all you do. The key is to, when you learn that our real estate course, it teaches you from a wholesaler's perspective, but that's the economy. Amazon is the largest wholesaler in the world. How do they become a $1 trillion company? Because they've identified vendors that they've negotiated a smaller rate with, and then they stand in front of it because they have the best marketing piece, and they market everywhere, and then they offer this product at a higher price to the retail person. So that money comes through Amazon's door. They keep a little bit of it and pay the vendor to deliver. What you want to become is the Amazon of your own economy. And you don't need a big piece of that pie to make it, to produce the cash flow that you need to be financially free and time free.
Gotcha.
So the goal isn't to, once again, save $1 million. It's to produce an abundance of cash flow first, to reach the first goal, to cover your own financial obligations. And then in your financial boat, look at my little boat, in your financial boat, the objective that we've been taught in society is to save money. We don't want to save money. Saving, you can't save your way to wealth. What you do is you make enough cash flow. When it becomes more than what you have a financial obligation to, then it begins to fill up, right? And overflow. And overflow is how you save. You can't help but to save when it's overflow. But first you got to stop the leaks. One is financial intelligence, what we're teaching you here. Right? What this system is teaching you. First get the financial intelligence, personal development. That's what the first foundation is. your intelligence. We have this whole model in place at reicollege.com. And then once you get that, you start the other income streams along the way. So the best way to do this is to earn while you learn, right? Experience is your teacher. Me standing up in front of a classroom, you watching this, that does nothing. They says be doers of the word. We have to apply this information. And so we force you to apply it. So that means that there's going to be something that you get out here and do, and you're not going to have the information right in front of you to do it. Experience is going to teach you, meaning go for it, take a shot at it, try it anyway, right? And when experience shows you that it was wrong, guess what? You become the Thomas Edison of making this model better. It's not that, hey, they didn't teach me the right way. I found out a better way through my experience, through my failure. And it's only a loss to you if you stop. An investor only loses if he invests in somebody. He only loses if he stops, if he pulls out his money. Or have you invested in somebody who stopped trying to figure it out? Everybody is in this race to try to figure out how to get to the top. And if you've invested in anything, did you stop or did the person you invested in stop? And if that person stopped, then that's why this is important for you. If the economy has stopped producing the way you believed it to, this is your answer. You have to become your own economy, and this is the way to do it. reicollege.com. We'll see you guys in the next video, next session, next class. Any questions?
So I could teach this to my kids.
Not only can you, but it's imperative that you do. Your kids are entering into a system right now that has not been updated. The software is out of date. And through habit, we are continuing to place our kids in environments that's putting them in an outdated mindset. School, contrary to popular belief, it is not the way to go. College is not the way to go. Look at your environment. Most of those people have went to school and they went to college. Great for networking, right? Great to meet new people on your level, but put this consciousness, this mindset in your children so that now they can be the savior of that group of people, right? That don't know financial intelligence. Go ahead.
So instead of me teaching it to my children, I can invest the money and have you teach them.
Great question or great statement. And yes, we do. We do have programs to where these businesses that we teach, right? These asset classes, whereas your 10-year-old son or daughter wouldn't have a tax company, they would have a bubblegum vending machine company. Make sense? So their revenue streams are kiddie, right? Whereas one of our vending machines, we had about 20 bubblegum machines for our children. They were making $600 a month. Wow. I'm like, boy, give me that. I need that for my condo. So you think about this. This teaches them how to begin to depend on assets, not their physical elements.
That's good.
Right? I had another client whose son started a trash service, not taking out trash. This is an 11-year-old kid, not taking out trash, but going around to the neighbors who didn't have the time to put that trash on the street. So he charged them $1 a week to put that trash can on the street for and take it back when the trash was delivered. You know how you get home and you don't want to do it, but he had over 30 houses. You see what I mean? So that's $120. You see what I mean? And so these are the things, teaching them how to have a candy business, etc. So you teach it in a fun way, but the fruit is now you show them, hey, look, if you want something, you buy it.
Right.
Let's organize the structure of your financial intelligence.
Right.
Now, is your nonprofit set up? Kids can have nonprofits too. Donate it, give it all away. You teach them that law that rewards them. Give and you receive. Give it all away and watch what happens. So the concept of thinking that you're giving all your wealth away like we've been taught, Warren Buffett gave all his money away, Bill Gates gave all his money away. They did, but in a structure that they control.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
So you're definitely the expert here, but I know my honey, if I go home and say, hey, babe, we just made the most money we've ever made. We're $250,000 up. I need to give it all away. So can I keep it?
Of course. It's your choice if you want to be taxed at the highest income rate. You know, it's your choice if you want to go through the tax system the way it is. That's your choice. we teach you, once again, a wealth building strategy. So if we want to do what the masses do, we know that the masses, 99% of them, are not wealthy. So it's just a matter of where you and the honey wants to be.
Okay.
Right? Go ahead.
So is this what our president does? Is that why he doesn't want to show,
That's why he doesn't what?
want to show his tax?
It is my belief that our president, not only has he has these courses that he taught before he became president, to where he strategizes in using other people's money, right? And the thing about him is, as an investor, like I said, I'm not the guy that's going to discuss politics, but his fundamentals on business and real estate has proven to be pretty decent, all right? So understanding that aspect of it, him using other people's money, I look at people who have failed over and over again as a way to learn. So being that I know that the society jokes, like he's filed bankruptcy. They make filing bankruptcy a bad thing in society, but filing bankruptcy is, I didn't get it right this time. I need a fresh start. And you file bankruptcy. And you know what? You swung for the fences again. My thing is they made it a joke to swing for the fences, but they don't teach you how to get out.
Oh.
So I say swing for the fences. If the result has to end up in filing bankruptcy, do what you need to do. That is not my advice to you, but do what you need to do. But I'm saying be confident and be bold and take steps. As long as you're advancing forward, you may have to take a step back, file bankruptcy to be leap forward, right? Do what you have to do. But we also have companies as part of a consulting firm that helps you repair your credit. So let's talk about that stream of income. I won't even go into that. But so him not showing his tax returns is in this model. As you can see, multiple entities or LLCs or nonprofits. Whereas when you have all of these streams of income, what was I going to say? In this model, as you have multiple entities, multiple LLCs, what you want to do is you want to make sure, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say there. I lost that thought.
He uses OPM.
Taxes. So you're not the individual that's making the money, right? So Donald Trump may have made $0. So them asking to see his personal tax returns is like a joke. Like, I don't operate in this American economy as a person. I operate as an entity, a person that controls the entities that play in the marketplace. And until you understand that, you will be what they label it in the 14th Amendment, a citizen, but also a citizen can be referenced as a slave. The United States, if you look this up, is a corporation that has citizens, reference slaves or whatever. And as a citizen, until you become the equal to what you are a citizen of, you are a slave to it. So how do you become an equal? They wrote the slaves out of the 13th Amendment, wrote everybody back into slavery with the 14th Amendment, saying that we're citizens underneath it. So now you have to create an entity to be equal with the United States of America Corporation.
Wow.
And the more entities that you have, the more supreme you can be and dominate your own economy. You don't have to participate in it. All right? Make sense?
Good stuff.
It's awesome.
Thank you. All right, guys, so reicollege.com. If you want more of this, you want to be in this one-on-one setting so that you can find out all of the behind-the-scenes information. Or if you're ready to get started by building your own economy, you may have the capital, you may have the credit scores, you may just not have the financial statements that you need, etc. You may not have the knowledge that it takes to get to the next step. If you see or understand everything we're talking about, I want you to go to reicollege.com. That stands for Real Estate Investing College.com and opt in, and we'll see you in the classroom and get on a call with you to help you get out of your situation. Talk to you guys later.